Hello everyone. I don't know why it keeps cutting out. I keep doing that. Today we're recording a video. Probably not. No. Yeah, I'm gonna record this to my YouTube. So you know, and it's oh, my video. Yeah, I forgot to tell y'all. I've played this game. I've played this game before. Yeah, let me just show you my first base. Yep. Just go up. Oh, it didn't go up. Oh, crap. Yep, okay, we got a hack Tortellini. Then we got an OG diamond dude, a compacted discoloni dude, Sang my boy, strawberry flaming jelly, octopusini blueberry, strawberry flaming jelly. Yeah, it's just pretty much all that stuff. Now you have the OGs and hacks up here. Oh no, don't fall down. Alright, okay, so we got Zebra, Zibarini, OG Cresoni, OG Cappuccino Clown Nino, OG Nucareo Dinosaurio, Lost Clan Blue, Plemos Blue Hat, Tic Tac Sahul, and Stopper Lumino. I have 812, and let's go collect all of my money. I forgot to put down. Yeah, you may be seeing most of these. Some of these on the bottom floor are like legendaries and stuff, most of them, and mixtapes and stuff. That was a lot of godlies and other stuff. This is an exclusive because I got that for, you know, the battle pass. I don't have the premium, I got the free one. Oh, and we're going to see that in the next 50 minutes. That's if I'm recording that long, because I don't feel like recording crap. Alright, let's kick it until I get. Oh, that was close to perfect. I got 12 million power, so let's see what I got 12 million power in Fire Kingdom.
Right now, I just don't have that has to be there. It's too dead. 3:105. You already touched me about
Why did you give me that? That was horrible.
I didn't know that.
Look,
yes.
You can.
Because we replaced stove.
And now we go. Oh, that was a great.
I didn't know that. I fixed their stove last time.
Yeah.
Over here.
I don't want that one. It keeps giving me a gargoyles and sequence in the line, like it's annoying. Oh, that was so awesome. Quad, epic, legendary, mythic, goblin, secret, divine. We're gonna do good divine. Let's just go ahead and get license. I was like, oh, boom. As you can see, I am not good with computer. I'm not on phone. So, yeah. Experimento. Boom. I come boom. So, give me a good secret. That's not good secret, but it's a secret. Bambini Cucini is a secret, where in the actual steel arena, it's just a big mythic. It was a mythic or legendary. I can't remember. Like Bombardino, because Bombardino was a mythic though. Oh my god. Hold on, let me go up at my speed. I know I'm faster than that. Don't have a problem. Now I have 212. That's a good. Boom! Kill some blood. Give me something good. Give me something good. Give me something good. I'm gonna kill myself.
Come here!
Like, I do have little stuff that don't get me off. Like, I don't gotta like need big GLONGLD. Like, I'm not. Ain't this supposed to be letter? C++, Barini. Got a secret 31K. It's gonna make more than after I'm done with the double. Just go over here. I don't think I have enough. Alright, that's fine. Double collect. It's hard for me to do this. Let me not stop using my mouse. Gotta like adjust my camera. Yeah, this is perfect. I don't need my mouse to tune and stuff. Right, WASD can just control that. Okay, then we're gonna go down. Turn the jump. Oh, come on. Oh. Go up and more. So, yeah, this the exclusive one makes 125%. I don't know what that means. So, yeah. I haven't got a crazy divine though. Like every time I get in the divine area, I get a secret. Like don't get me wrong, I have some good secrets and divines. Don't get me wrong, but and my hacks are way better. I got 1x1x1. Who do y'all know I got 1x1x1? I see what's wrong with these. These are not upgraded. I don't care if I only have 2 chips. What the heck if I'm not? So, there it is. I'm making some money from it. Stop making some money for you, boy. Stop making me some money. How much is that signal? 9 minutes. That's a good old 9 minutes. Oh. 20 mil. Damn. I'm gonna get you. That one too? 100 mil. How much you making me? 40 mil. That's what I like to see. Yeah, that's what I like to see. I make slowly little chilling off front. Y'all know that? Y'all can see. Y'all can see. You know your boy go crazy in this game. Y'all can't surpass me. I am him. I am the one that I'm shut up. I'm finna place So, I said after I'm done, people gonna make me way more. I said no. I said it. 30 bill. How much you making me? $6 billion now. And that's gonna be everything for now. That's everything for now, because everything down here, it's good. This is my foot. I've never replaced this. You see, this is a common. You be like, but why do you still have your first blame line? Have you sold it or like just kept it there? No. He's going to make, he's been here since the start of my journey. The start of my journey. The start of it. Yeah, boy. And don't expect me to play any, and I mean any games that are battleground games, because I don't know how to punch. I don't know what M1 is. So I'm gonna start looking out now. And I'm gonna click top team just to teach y'all. Where's my mouse? Oh, I'll be right back, y'all. Don't miss me too much. Goodbye.
She's getting a free check. Not only that, she's making keys from you to the nail shop. And you make the shit make sense. I don't understand. You don't do that because she does something. She ain't doing that. I gave her a whole bottle of that spray. Yes, and she needed that with it. And still all the time. And I gave her some odor in there. And if she put the odor in there first, and then she made that extra because I don't do that. I sprayed it because I did. Because it lasts long. She damaged.
You trying to give the moms some love? Unless he wants something. Okay. I'm gonna take care of the sausage.
I'm back, y'all. I'm probably gonna be going until like 1 o'clock, so yeah, it's been like 13 minutes to the party. Oh, I got 13 million power. It's soon. Would y'all believe me if I told y'all my bad kick, you know, the worst one, the like low ball, can get me to mythic? Y'all believe me? I bet. Yeah. Perfect. All the way to legendary. Or mythic. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Of course I can outrun this. I can troll it. Oh no, it's coming for me. Oh no. Pew. I don't know. I got that niño. Got that.
Oh, no. If she does, you know, he does trash all day long because you let
Lots of them by
outside the
all the planes.
no.
dinosaur, crocodile, and a duck.
Of the world.
Can I shoot? I'm gonna shoot that.
Alright, I'm gonna deal with that.
I'm gonna shoot that dog. I'm not. Like, y'all ain't gonna look at my bits and tell me I'm bad at the game. Y'all can't tell me. Look at this. Look at my room. Look at this. I never bought this. Let me buy it. Like, cause I never had it. Like, look, I bought all of this all the way to the bone, but I need to get 1812. So probably tomorrow I'll be able to buy this. Tell me how you really need it. Worry about yourself. Yeah. Well, this is gonna be like a little bit of editing video. I'm gonna get a tattoo. Y'all can get a taste of YouTube and Roblox, and I feel like it's good enough Roblox. So let's go to YouTube. Okay, so I'm just gonna go and click you and go back. Go to cancel, and then we're gonna go to Dumb Doggo. Exit. And we're gonna watch Dumb Doggo's newest video. We're gonna watch two of his newest videos. Hold on, let me just close out of this. I'm sorry. Yeah.
1. Mantis shrimp.
Oh my god.
The peacock mantis shrimp grows up to 7 inches long, and it gets its name from its amazingly colorful appearance. But don't let this fool you, because it has one of the most devastating weapons in the entire animal kingdom.
Them hands.
It spends most of its time in its burrow, using its independently moving eyes and amazing vision to spot prey. Once it locks onto a target, it's ready to attack. In under 3 milliseconds, their front limbs accelerate, comparable to a bullet leaving a handgun. On the end of the limbs are clubs, delivering an estimated 1,500 newtons of force on impact. Enough to even crack aquarium lines.
Excuse me, what the actual...
Come on, dude! A direct hit would be an insta-kill, but you do have a small chance of survival. The strike only travels forwards, so if you dodge while he's still winding up, you can counter from the side. But that was only part 1 of the attack. The strike was so quick that it instantly vaporizes the surrounding water, creating a low-pressure zone called a cavitation bubble. A split second later, the bubble collapses violently, unleashing a destructive shockwave.
So he has key blast.
The shockwave stuns you, letting the mantis shrimp reload and land a direct...
Okay, now we're not just gonna gloss over that. Come on. Okay.
A destructive shockwave. The shockwave stuns you, letting the mantis shrimp reload and land a direct hit this time. Some species of...
Sorry about that.
equipped with speed and head, so it's stabby instead of bonk. Into the collection.
Excuse me, what is this? What is this? You are going right here. I'm guessing the next one is gonna be you. Oh, no, it's gonna be you. Then I feel like it's gonna be definitely. I hope not this. Oh my! Look at this. Nah, I'm not fighting that.
Before we get into the 12 other crustaceans on this list, let's learn some crafty more first.
Is out there. Go to Wix and make it yours. Claim your space online.
Crustaceans are a pretty diverse group, including crabs, shrimps, lobsters, and way more. But they all have these features in common. 2 main body segments, jointed legs, exoskeleton armor made of tough materials like chitin and calcium carbonate, and they usually come with specialized limbs like claws, clubs, hooks, feathery tentacle thingies, literal cannons.
What?
We'll get to that later though. The typical life cycle of a crustacean can be broken up into 4 main stages. Number 1, the egg stage. Female crustaceans can lay hundreds to thousands of eggs at a time. Most attach the eggs to their abdomens and carry them around, but some just pop them into the sea. Number 2, the larval stage. When an egg hatches, a larva emerges. At first, they look like these little alien thingies, floating around and feeding on microscopic stuff. Most of the population is eaten by predators at this point, but the lucky ones continue feeding and molting, till they slowly lose their swimmy larva parts and start growing more crusty features like legs and claws. Number 3, the juvenile stage. The crustacean now looks like a mini adult. Their exoskeletons harden a lot more as they continue to molt and get bigger, and the process is pretty interesting. First, the crustacean reabsorbs some minerals from its old exoskeleton, weakening it significantly. It then reuses those minerals to form a new, softer exoskeleton underneath. Then it absorbs a bunch of water, causing it to expand. The internal pressure cracks the outer shell, allowing the crustacean to pull itself out. A bonus is that many crustaceans can regrow lost limbs during the molting process too. Number 4, the adult stage. At this point, the crustacean has reached full maturity. Some species stop molting here, but others, like lobsters, continue molting indefinitely. Now, all their specialized appendages are fully developed and ready to fight. Challenger 2.
Boxing club?
Hermit crab. These little guys are the cutest crustaceans on the list, growing anywhere between 0.4 inches and 6 inches.
What?
Although Lil Hermie here isn't much of a fighter, his defense stat is super high thanks to his iconic shell, which protects his soft abdomen. And he also has one big claw, which he can use to plug the entrance when he's inside. But as time goes on, they eventually outgrow their shell and will need to find a new one. When a shell appears, hermit crabs will line up in order from largest to smallest. The biggest boy takes the new shell, the next in line takes his old one, the next crab takes that one, and so on. This is called a vacancy chain. They can end up with all sorts of unique shells too. Some are even decorated with sea anemones. Some are even decorated with sea anemones, which adds bonus defense points by stinging predators when they get too close. But at the end of the day, they're quite slow, because they have to lug their entire house around, and leaving it isn't usually a good idea. I hate to say it, but it looks like you've won the fight. Challenger 3.
Thought you were gonna come back.
Japanese spider crab. The Japanese spider crab has the largest lifespan of any crustacean, reaching... Challenger 3. Japanese spider crab. The Japanese spider...
Look at this. Look how big that looks, like an Elden Ring boss. Dude, doggo.
crab has the largest lifespan of any crustacean, reaching nearly 4 meters long, basically the length of a small car. But these long legs are actually very prone to injury. In fact, a study found that 75% of spider crabs surveyed were missing at least one leg. At least. Well, luckily they can grow them back on the next molt. Juvenile crabs often stick kelp or sponges onto their shells to help disguise them from predators. But once fully grown, very few want to mess with them. Their massive leg span helps keep threats away, and their spiny exoskeleton makes them very uncomfortable to bite. Despite being massive, their 2 front claws are pretty small, and are just used for gently picking and pulling apart soft prey. Challenger 4. Barnacles. They might just look like stubs sticking to rocks or your boat or your forehead, but barnacles are actually crustaceans. I just find it crazy how these 2 guys are in the same group. The acorn barnacle is the most common one, and there's actually a whole animal inside. It checks off all the crustacean boxes. A strong plated exoskeleton, jointed limbs, a segmented body all stuffed in here, and so on. They feed by sticking their legs out, which act as feathery nets to catch plankton and organic matter. They even have the same life cycle as other crustaceans, starting out as a free-floating lava. When it finds a surface it wants to stick to, it literally rocks up and glues its face perfectly to it. This glue kinda acts like a quick-setting cement that cures underwater. It's even being used as inspiration for developing medical adhesives. So I guess right now you're not in danger, you're just being used as a home base. Anyways, there's other cool barnacles to talk about, so barnacle speed round. The giant acorn barnacle grows up to 6 inches in diameter and 12 inches in height. You're lucky I didn't make you wear that one. The goose barnacle looks like goose. The whale barnacle hitchhikes across entire oceans embedded in the skin of a whale. And the craziest for last, the crab hacker barnacle, which is a parasitic species that spreads through their host body like roots, absorbing nutrients from them and literally hijacking their nervous
Back and get to the main system.
system to control their behavior. The crab carries around the barnacle's eggs until they're eventually brainwashed to climb a rock and release them from the top. Congrats on the hat. Looks great on ya.
He wins.
Challenge of 5. Boxer crab. The boxer crab is quite tiny, only spanning about 1 inch long, and it gets its name because it roams around with boxing gloves on its claws. These gloves are actually sea anemones, which have microscopic stinging cells called mantises. When triggered, these fire like tiny harpoons, injecting neurotoxins that can paralyze smaller animals or cause irritation in larger ones. But what if the crab loses its gloves? Or what if the anemone just dies? Well, some scientists conducted a study to investigate that. They kidnapped 2 boxer crabs and took the gloves away from one. The crabs ended up getting into a fight, and the gloveless crab would steal one from the other. Then, when both crabs only had 1 glove, it was observed that they would rip them in half, basically cloning the anemone, so they each had 2 gloves again. Everyone was happy, except you. They're also known as pom-pom crabs because they look like cheerleaders.
We just beat you up.
Challenge of 6. Giant isopod. If you took a trip down to the deep, dark sea floor, you might come across the giant isopod, the robot of the sea. They can grow up to 20 inches long, and they look like aliens. A tough, segmented exoskeleton, 7 pairs of legs, and large compound eyes adapted to the darkness. An isopod's main weak point is their soft underside. But it's very hard to get to because when threatened, they immediately curl into a ball. The ultimate defensive maneuver. They're mainly scavengers, using their hooked front legs and strong mandibles to slowly chow on the remains of whatever they can find. Fish carcasses, live prey if it's slow enough, and even poop. If they happen to come across something huge like a dead whale, they can gorge themselves until they're too fat to move. But if they can't find anything, they can survive for years without anything. Isopods also come in terrestrial variants, like the pill bugs you can find in your garden, or whatever you want to call them. Slaters, woodlice, roly-polies, witchy boys.
We destroyed an enemy cruiser.
I'm finna go get some food, y'all.
7. Pistol shrimp. The pistol shrimp grows to about 2 inches long. It has one normal, spindly-looking claw that's used for handling food and digging, and it has another claw that's a literal biological cannon. It's made of 2 parts, a hammer-like plunger on one finger and a socket-like structure on the other. To load the cannon, the shrimp pulls back on the hammer, stretching it till it's loaded like a spring. The only drawback, however, is that the cannon has very short range, and the shrimp has pretty poor eyesight too. Here, I'll give you a hint. When the shrimp wants to fire, it releases a latch, and the hammer slams down into the socket. This motion forces all the water out like a high-speed jet, creating a cavitation bubble. Here, I'll give you a hint. When the shrimp wants to fire, it releases a latch, and the hammer slams down into the socket. This motion forces all the water out like a high-speed jet, creating a cavitation bubble. Just like the magic shrimp. The shockwave impact can kill or stun prey. The sound of the blast can reach up to 210 decibels underwater, making it one of the loudest biological sounds ever recorded. That's comparable to the sound of a gunshot.
Okay, so we have
Challenger
guns
8.
now.
Krill. Krill grow to a whopping size of... Well, that was basically the life of every krill summarized. I guess that's your second win today. Well done. I can't believe you actually won 2 times today. Ah, there you are. Challenger 9. Coconut crab. Coconut crabs are the largest land arthropods on Earth. Their legs can span up to 1 meter long. But he wasn't always this size. In fact, he actually started his life looking like this. Welcome back, Lil Hermie. That's right, coconut crabs are a species of hermit crab, and when they're tiny juveniles, they roam around with shells on their back. But after his defeat, Lil Hermie didn't give up. He continued to grow and molt, and his soft abdomen began to harden, to the point where he didn't need a shell for protection anymore, patiently waiting for his day of revenge. That day is today, by the way. Coconut crabs get their name from their ability to climb trees, and literally crush coconuts with their insane claw strength. That's an estimated force of 3,300 newtons. That's almost enough to snap the average human arm. They're also aggressive scavengers and tear apart carrion like it's made of paper. And if given the chance, they even grab sleeping birds straight out of their nests. I'm proud of you, Lil Hermie. You've come such a long way.
The homie got his get back.
Full Sail University's art and design programs embrace design practices built around emerging technologies. It's art outside the box.
Skill.
Challenger 10. European lobster. European lobsters grow to about 2 feet long. They hide in rock crevices during the day, coming out at night to forage and hunt. But their coolest ability is that they dual wield. They have 2 specialized claws, a crusher claw, which is thick and strong for breaking shells, and a cutter claw, thin and sharp for slicing up prey. The main feature that separates these guys from crabs is that they've evolved to keep their long, muscular tails. When threatened, the monster is able to launch itself backwards and burst with quick tail flips. They also don't seem to slow down or weaken over time. In most animals, including humans, the ends of DNA degrade and shorten, which contributes to aging. But lobsters have a special enzyme called telomerase, which can prevent this by repairing those ends. Meaning this grandpa lobster can kick your butt just as easily as these youngins.
Again.
Challenger 11. Fiddler crab. The fiddler crab is typically found on mudflats. They may be small, only coming in at an inch long, but they pack a big punch. Just one. The males have a giant, oversized claw that grows up to half their total body length, but they mainly use it for attracting females. As soon as they spot a potential mate, they all start fiddling their claws synchronously. The crab with the biggest fiddle and the best fiddling technique wins. This can lead to crabs fighting each other in fiddle duels, which often ends up with their fiddles falling off. It's alright though. You can try again after your next little guy. In reality though, these oversized claws are mostly for display. They can pinch, but not very strongly. But maybe waving a big claw around all the time isn't the best idea. What else can you find in mud flats? Challenge 12. The giant mud crab. These guys span up to 16 inches, and just like the lobster, they dual live, with both a crescent claw and a cutter claw. Most of the time, they stay buried in the mud, with just their eyes and antenna poking out, their brownish shells helping them to blend in. They then lie in wait for prey like fish, mollusks, or other crustaceans to approach, before snapping out with their powerful claws. For your best chance at winning, it's best if you attack them when they're vulnerable during molting. Although, that's the same tactic mud crabs use to cannibalize each other, too. Challenger 13. Harlequin shrimp. The harlequin shrimp grows to about 2 inches long, and its unique appearance helps it blend perfectly into its coral reef habitat. They're one of the few crustaceans that mate for life, living together, defending territory together, and hunting together. And these shrimps almost exclusively eat starfish. I don't know if you've ever seen a starfish run, but they don't move very fast. Anyways, all the harlequin shrimps need to do is use their spatula-like claws to slowly flip you over, to prevent your dastardly escape. They then drag the starfish to a safe place to start eating. The shrimp might spend days or even weeks chowing down, starting with the feet and working their way towards the center last. So the starfish is kept alive as long as possible. Sometimes the starfish can even regrow a leg mid-feast. Infinite food farms. And that's the collection complete. If you liked this video, you'll probably like this one too. See ya next time!
This is my emergency stage.
This Q&A community post when we hit 500k subscribers. And now, we've hit 600k subs. Well, better late than never. First question. Why are you dumb? Rude. How do you make science so funny and exciting? Huge fan, by the way. Thank you. I genuinely think science has always been exciting. But maybe the problem is learning can sometimes feel like... Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I try to make everything in my videos understandable for folks at all levels. It's a bit of a seesaw, and I'm still working on it. What was your worst injury? Well, there was this one day where I woke up and my lung decided to explode by itself. I survived, I mean, obviously, but 3 out of 10 experience, would not try again. It happened again. If you had to fight any hostile insect, arachnid, animal, or etc. as a bug-sized human, what would you fight? A garden slug, or like an earthworm or something. Oh, but you said it was hostile. Maybe like a hostile slug? Honestly, most predators are just too OP. They all have crazy adaptations designed for killing you as efficiently as possible. That's why I'm happy directing that terror onto someone else, for your enjoyment. Can you give that dude who you use as an example a break? Are you really sure you want this? I mean, I did have all these exciting videos planned, but you really want me to give them a break? I could. I mean, it's up to you. Maybe drop a like or a subscribe, please. That is a great question, Wax Sterling. Well done. How long does it take to make one video? Well, I actually time track every video. It varies quite a bit, but for every 1 minute of video you see, there's roughly 15 to 25 hours of work behind it. So that's anywhere between 200 to 300 hours of work per video. This includes all the research, writing, audio, storyboarding, animation, and video editing. My production process is super spaghetti as well. I'm constantly jumping back and forth to review, edit, and re-record things to get videos up to a standard I'm kinda happy with. Writing is definitely the slowest and most difficult part for me. Like my mail video took 22 separate drafts just to complete the script. If you're interested in more stats, here's the average time for each process and specific breakdowns for some of my videos. You smile often. This is me most of the time. What's your favorite explosion? The one you can do in War Thunder, the sponsor of today's video. Do you like making things go rogue? Then War Thunder is perfect for you because it's a large-scale, free-to-play multiplayer action game with epic visuals that allow you to immerse in the atmosphere. You can play how you want, break through the front lines in a tank, cover ground vehicles from a helicopter, or even send enemies to the bottom of the sea in nail-biting naval battles, all in one game. Take advantage of advanced tech like guided missiles, smoke screens, night vision devices, and more. There's no need for health bars with the unique damage model. Shoot their tent traps and you take away their mobility. Ow! You hit my wheel! Oh, I'm gonna hit your wheel now! In the recent 9th Wave update, a unique branch of Bulgarian aviation has arrived, along with not one, but 2 new fighters, the American F-16 Block 52 and the Soviet MiG-29M. But most importantly, they improved the water graphics. Yup, feels real to me. Download War Thunder for free on PC, PlayStation, or Xbox using my link in the description below. New players and those returning after 6 months or more will receive 100,000 lions, a special decorator Eagle of Valor, and more. And if you're a mobile gamer, download War Thunder Mobile on iOS or Android. Same excitement, but just in your pocket. Thanks to War Thunder for sponsoring this video. If you were a bean, what kind of bean would you be? I'm not sure if beans live very exciting lives. But if I was to pick one, I would be one of those beans that shoot out from their pods. Do you work with a team, or do you do it all by yourself? I currently do all the work by myself. Well, most of it. As I mentioned before, the scripts go through so many drafts, and looking at the same words over and over again drives me a bit crazy. So I do have a special helper cat who reviews my scripts and provides feedback. Other than that, I do everything else myself. Do you have a girlfriend? Do you have a wife? On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you despise spiders? Before making the spider video, I was firmly on the side of burn that house. But after learning more about them, I realized just how amazing they are. And now, they're oddly cute. I can't believe I just said that. They're just like us, trying to survive the cold, harsh world. It's not their fault that they have 8 hairy legs and giant fangs with venom dripping down them. I now keep cops around the house at strategic locations, so if they jump scare me, I can safely relocate them. Even the big guys. Can you do it?
I just got the budgeting app with Phase 44.
Interesting. Can you generate reports?
Can now. Anything else? This process.
Side gets all dolphin double flip while pulling off the highest high dive board and spinning continuously at 50 RPM. Just wondering. Yeah, I can. How do you get ideas for your videos? Love your channel. Thank you. Things just randomly pop up. Usually I hear something. Hey, you. What if you mailed someone? Like a person. What if you mailed a person? Or when I'm pacing around like a crazy person, which I do a concerning amount, something will just hit me out of nowhere. I have an idea! Video topics are everywhere, but what I'm really looking for is an interesting or unique angle. Like, I don't think many people would click on why I like this. Instead, make him terrorize a little guy in a coliseum, and now I'm invested. Does your test subject get paid? We pay in exposure only. How does the stick man guy keep coming back when he's dead? I've got a bunch of them, and I rotate them between videos. My subjects need to be in roughly okay shape, so that I can extract the most entertainment value from them. If they're too stressed or too, dead already, that would be boring. When they're on break, they usually spend their time floating around in these test tubes, or the really problematic ones are archived in storage. Do you have any advice for aspiring creators? It may look like this channel was an overnight success, but before I assume this mighty form, I made about 40 animated videos over 7 years. They're all deleted now, by the way, but most of those videos barely hit 100 views, and 11 of those views were from me refreshing the page. But throughout those years, I didn't stop. I kept creating, I kept trying new ideas, and most importantly, I kept improving my video creation skills. And I'm still experimenting now, trying to improve a little with each upload. In short, keep making videos. The faster you put stuff out there, the faster you get feedback, and the faster you can improve. And then there'll be more cool stuff on the internet for me to consume. Why are you so cute? Doggo blush? Doggo blush now. Plushie? Will you make a plush? When will you make plushie? Please make a cute plushie. Hi Dumb Doggo, I love your videos. Thank you. My question is, how do you decide what facts to include in your videos? Are there things you wanted to include but had to cut out? This is one of the painful parts of the process. So much content is culled during the review, because too many facts can feel dense and overwhelming. Like in the fossils video, I had a whole section explaining polymerization, which is how gooey resin turns into semi-gooey copal, which turns into zero-gooey amber. And I was like, wow, I sound like a complete nerd. This is great. And then Kat came along and called it for me. And as usual, she was right. Are you British? I certainly am not, sir. I hate tea. Quick question, how do you eat your cereal? Cereal first, then milk, or the opposite? Only true cereal connoisseurs would understand that the best part of eating cereal is drinking the cereal with milk beer. Are you British? So, to optimize for that experience, first I massage the cereal in the bowl to break it into tiny pieces. This increases its surface area, so when I pour in the milk, more cereal bits dissolve into it, creating a more potent, delicious milk. I guess I do put the cereal in first. It would be kind of weird otherwise. If you weren't a YouTuber, what would you be? I would be... as I mentioned before, I've been making videos for a really long time, so I would have kept trying until something worked, or I guess until I died. But I was working as an engineer as my day job, so that's what I'd be doing. What's your favorite part of being a YouTuber? I get to set my own schedule. Worst part of being a YouTuber? I have to set my own schedule. Alrighty, there were a bunch of frequently asked questions, so I'm gonna answer them all now. Why are you a dog? Something about torturing a mini human just feels a bit more okay if I'm a cute dog. Like, if I was just some guy, then it would be despicable. But it's all good if I'm a dog. What's your name? It's weird calling you Dumb Doggo. Like, is your first name Dumb? That's a dumb first name. Milo! Call me Milo. What do you use to make your videos? Here's everything I use. Hardware and software. What inspired you to make YouTube videos? Originally, it was all the storytime animators, like comics and Jaden Animations. Then later on, more educational channels like CGP Grey and Salmonella Academy. Oh, also this guy. Are you what people would call a furry? I'd say I'm more fluffy than furry. I am a well-groomed dog. Are you British? Thank you for all the questions. I answered more in the comments here. So head there right after this if you want more A's to your Q's. I couldn't have gotten this far.
I will watch more True God. I'm reacting to somebody reacting to one of my favorite YouTubers. Come on.
I don't know what type of skits or shorts you make. I see what you're talking about. Your bars is trash, you have no mom, you have no dad. Your life is sad, your teeth is yellow like a tax
Sassy Cat. Oh, that's it. I'm calling this man right now.
Okay.
I just heard the diss you made on me. Yeah.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Beef and diss tracks generate a lot of money. Like, there's a lot of money in negativity, y'all.
Some fire, man, going after my teeth. Yup, genius. Hey, you means a lot coming from you. Man, sounds good. For your diss, though, make sure you talk about my dead grandpa.
What? You giving him ammo? This is supposed to be a rap beef, bruh. That's how they be behind the scenes, chat. All the stuff y'all know could be fake.
Mom, we're really about to die. He said you're fighting for your life. And I remember back in the day when you could get through that. I still on the spot. But when you're gone, I'll put your level to get you. I'll keep your legacy by wearing all of your shoes. I'll take care of your money and your bank accounts too. And then
Okay, what type of friend are you? It seems like you just taking all the good things from his life. You taking his Lambo, you taking his shoes. What else you gonna take, bruh?
I'll take care of your money and your bank accounts too. And then I'll buy myself a mansion in remembrance of you. You was really my closest friend. Your life wasn't really supposed to end. Remember that good life. She took it up on again. And I took her on a date dedicated to you.
Oh, this is not a best friend. This nigga's a dickhead. Bro, he been waiting for this moment a long time.
Dedicated to you. I helped myself to this next in your fridge. Even them cookies that you made. I knew you was rich, but you didn't want them to know. So on your tombstone, I put that you 5-6 and you broke. I maxed out your credit card, I spent all your cash. I fixed all your shoes, I didn't take out your trash. I didn't feed your cat.
So you take his money, but you don't take his responsibilities. You an L friend. L friend, bro. L friend. He took all the good stuff, but didn't take care of any of the bad stuff.
Fixed all your shoes, I didn't take out your trash. I didn't feed your cat. I was joking. I fed your cat. I'm not a monster. What does that mean? Get out of my hospital.
Bro, he made him come back to life, bro. This guy right here with the red hat, don't ever befriend him. He's a dickhead.
ABC, they try to beat me, bro, so professional, but it's easy. I can freestyle all day, and I'm better than Jay. And you ain't better than Jay.
Let's put the rap on the side and
And
dive into your face. Pink bow tie.
Don't you ever say you looking fly.
Okay.
That's crazy. I know you're not laughing. Your hair was pushed back so far, your barber had this brace back in.
Damn, he went in so far. That was a bar.
You're not laughing. Your hair was pushed back so far, your barber had this brace back in. The only girl you talk to is your mom.
Okay.
Alright, go ask her out the prom.
Hey, I just thought you was looking good. I just wanted to know if you would go to prom with me.
How dare you talk to me? Yo, this is harassment. Don't you ever approach me again.
Hey, start the beat back up. Hey, Jay, I got something to say. Isn't your grandma in her grave not with us today? Your family not in government aid, the electric and water bill? And you're 22 in high school. Let's see those grades. You sprayed the roaches in your house with rain. There's a lot of weird activities going on.
That got a little too personal. Buddy did get slapped, but he did not have to bring up the dead grandma. He did not have to bring up the government aid. There's nothing wrong with being on welfare. So he took it way too far, cat.
My girl like no other, I really think I love you.
She busy right now, little bro. I was about to kick my chair, but I decided not to. This is about to be a W crash out. She busy right now, little bro. I will shoot this whole goddamn block down. I will go buy a grenade and I will blow up your whole apartment. I'm just saying, Chad. I'm just saying, bro.
Yo, you good, bro? Switch the beat. We can wrap it up. It's cool. I said switch the beat.
Look out!
Nobody's safe anymore.
Nobody's safe.
She can play with me.
Don't play with him.
She thinks she can do that. Hey, Beyonce, I'll get you. I'll really get you. Oh, this switch I'm aiming down my sights. Everybody around me ain't gonna make it home tonight. Everybody around me kiss your family goodbye. Cause when I up the gun, don't you run.
Build a campaign plan for the upcoming launch. 2 weeks out. Any anything to flash? Okay, good to know. Now it's Caroline from X.
Okay. Was my mouse okay to delete?
Playing with your life, nigga. Catch you in the streets.
Swiss cheese.
Where the fuck did he get these ad-libs? Who the fuck is that?
Playing with your life. If I catch you in the streets.
Swiss cheese.
If I catch you in the sheets.
Swiss cheese.
If I catch you in the car.
It's a chorus.
If I catch you in the dark.
Swiss cheese.
Let me let you in on a secret. I wipe everybody out, even if you next to me, even if you a producer, even if you wearing green.
Oh God.
I'ma slide you out, go in your account, release your beast to breathe. If I catch you on the ice, if I catch you on a bike, if I catch you on a train, if I catch you on a plane. No, you good, you can sing.
I like that one. That was good, bro. Makes me want to turn into a crash out.
Hey, Spotify, what's my Spotify rap?
Oh, I got you, man. Okay. 120 minutes of SZA.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I love SZA.
700 minutes of Drake.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Drake fan.
Yeah, that's me.
It better not be David. I'm watching you.
Is something wrong? What's my number one? Spotify, come on, man.
100,000 minutes of David.
Listen, this is before the allegations. I didn't know it.
You are not Speed, bro. You are not Speed. Stop it.
Before the allegations, I didn't know it. Listen, I don't support him, obviously. Why you trying not to laugh, bro?
Bro, did David actually make good music? I heard a lot of people say he made good music. I've never in my life heard a David song.
Yeah, okay, I'm back to the stack and I'm making it happen.
I'm at the compound and you know my head. Now wait a minute, before we get too far, let me tell you just what I saw. She was dark chocolate, head to toe, she was playing walk with them. When she popped through, just a big tattoo. Does she kind of look like a garden? Yeah, that's it. Oh yes, I like to come back. She texted me my phone, she said she added. Yo, what up, but she dressed me. Everybody's gonna ruin me, and that's the call. Yeah, what? The lips and skin, the lips and thighs. The way that she walked, I'm hypnotized. Still got a number, his name was John.
Bro, that was my mom.
She took him, she played his everything, and I was eating him.
I got a sample in this bit. Oh, no. Okay, I see.
That was my mom.
Screaming of her.
You gon' have a baby, but when you come right, yeah, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the other. I'm gonna rock you right away.
W song, bro. W song. Even though it's about your mom, you have to let that record go. You have to let it be released to the world. The world has to hear that masterpiece, bro.
Y'all know eggs and ham?
Yeah, I do.
What if they was green? Oh my God, brilliant. My God, brilliant. Somebody write that down. Somebody.
That's the cutest cat I ever. Wait, so look at this cat in a hat.
Oh my, the cat in the hat. How does he do it? There isn't one thing he can't do.
Wait, one thing. Thing one. Thing two.
He's done it again. He's done it again.
No cap. Think about all the treasures Dr. Seuss gave us. Dr. Seuss gave us so many treasures, so many iconic sayings. Green eggs and ham, cat in the hat, thing one and thing two. Even though that's what's in the video, those are iconic things.
Yo, Travis Scott just dropped a new album. I know this gonna be heat. Put it on right now.
Okay. There's no way in hell bro just cut his headphones. He legit just cut his headphones.
Bro, what are you doing?
No. First it was Drake. Now it's this. No more music from the top. No.
Oh snap. Now that's funny. That's a funny guy. That's a funny guy.
You already know what's up.
Something made it basically
Until you drop and give me 20. You said
see that stuff?
your wallet, give me money. You say yes, sir. Run left on the track.
You said yes. You said yes.
Now Mr. Military,
Baby, so go get some baby.
you can be a whip.
You can color with your baby. Look up the next to an extra hard. And you
need
get
to
the
respect
respect
the
of
man in
man.
charge.
Just do.
If I tell you sing, sing, sing,
Yes, sir.
sing with harmony, sing, sir.
Yes, sir.
Wait, that sounds kind of gay. If I tell you sing, say, sir, yes, sir. That ain't gay, chat? That ain't a little suspicious? A grown man singing, sir, yes, sir. I don't know, bro. He wants somebody getting bent.
Man in charge. It's me. If I
Love
Roblox? Earn Roblox digital gift cards with Microsoft Rewards. Sign up for Microsoft Rewards and earn.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what to do. You always spoken to.
It sounds like he emasculating men. You know what I'm saying? Like he dominating these dudes, bro. He got them singing, holding notes and whatnot. I don't know, Chad. Something about it just don't. It don't sit well with my spirit.
He's spoken to. Let me tell you, I'm not really like my mother used to brother when you didn't have to have no uncolorable suit. That's not supposed to. Give it to you. Get back to your post to.
If you hear my voice, better take a step. If you a cadet, better get
So when I say it was kind of sus, y'all look at me like I'm crazy. He said oil up and pop a squat, chat. But when I say they singing and saying sir, yes sir, that sounded weird. Y'all look at me and say you thinking dirty, you got a dirty mind. I don't believe it was part of the training, bro. He's trying to train some dudes.
I'm running, I'm trying to escape. Everybody asking what crime I committed. It's a classified case. They tell me, Ty, how did you get this bad? What was the worst thing you did? I don't know exactly what I'm running for, so let me go down the list.
Okay.
I saw your grandmama walking, I pushed that lady down the stairs. Number 2, a kid beat cancer. Got a razor, I shaved off his hair. Number 3, yeah, I got banned from Walmart. They would never let me back. I used to go to the store, look Oreos, put it in my back.
You disgusting bitch. He's a danger to society. He goes in there and licks Oreos and put them back in the pack. That's the worst thing you could ever do.
Go to the store, look Oreos, put them right back in the pack. This one I low-key regret it. I saw a dog and I wanted to pet it. I snatched a dog and I ran down the block and she chasing right after me trying to get it. That's my dog, somebody stop that man. I only bit my hand. I took him straight to the pound and I had that little doggy put that.
He took somebody's pet and decided to put the pet down himself. What can I call him, bro? There has to be words for this type of activity. Bro, he took somebody's pet and got mad when it bit him and decided to put the pet down. This nigga's a dickhead.
I really bit my hand. I took him straight to the pound and I had that little doggy put that. 151 states. I'm running, I'm trying to escape. Everybody asking what crime I committed. It's my case. They tell me, Ty, how did you get this bad? What was the worst thing you did? I don't know exactly what I'm running for, so let me go down the list. I'm in possession of 31 nukes. Oh, I just fired one. Oops. I got a hit with my mom named Bruce. I put Nair in my mama's shampoo. Nuclear waste in the toothpaste too. Hey, yo, what is wrong with you? I think they found me. I gotta go.
Williams, wanted for 17 counts of murder, tax evasion, accidental public indecency, intentional public indecency.
He's actually a menace to society. He did everything you can think of. Nuclear waste inside the toothpaste? Why did he do all that?
Man, the Riddler left us a note.
Give it here, Robin. This could be the clue we need to finally catch him.
I'm the Riddler. You and Robin better crack the code. If you take too long or get it wrong, the bomb is gonna explode. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to close if you want to try to ride. If you use your brain to play the game, then you might just survive. If the wires on his body, you have to cut. Green, white, and red. That's in your head. Now get it started. Approving all of that, your freedom hides between steps. Make the choice to cut and let the guys inside your throat.
Alright, so we're gonna cut 4 wires on this bomb without exploding it? How do we know what to cut?
Wait, there's a riddle in this next part. That has to be where the clue is.
The flame of me and sun will show the path they bound to take.
That's right.
Lord meadows past you guys, the next thing you should know.
That's green.
Bring the thing, the ocean's end, the sea is waiting in the
That's blue.
Listen to the pattern, pay attention, not a word ignored. A chill winter's butt match the color of the final
It's white.
Figure out the sequence, and your victory shall be assured.
For the fire, it's red. For the meadow, it's green. For the sea, it's blue. And for the winter's breath, it's white.
I got it.
Why is it still beeping?
Yonder is winter, I give you the code. No matter what you do, this bomb still go explode.
Bro just rage baited them. I ain't gonna lie, I would've got all of them wrong. I am not good at riddles. I'm not good at riddles, patterns, puzzles, none of that, bro. None of that. Don't ever put me in a situation like this. We're dead.
Yo, what are y'all doing inside my house? Why did I see that song?
Hey, we the YN choir, you heard?
Y'all like Christmas Carolyn and Thugs?
Hey, I'm only doing this because my parole officer said I need community service hours.
So what, y'all sing Christmas songs with a good twist on it?
Yeah, that's right. You got a whole bunch of songs, yo.
Y'all sing a song for the cops. This is breaking and entering, yo.
Okay. What more can I need? All I want for is just you. Ooh, yeah.
Yo, that's how the song goes. Still though, I can't lie.
Yeah,
New website idea and you're
that's about it for today's video.
Instead of taking months to
Check me out
build it,
tomorrow and maybe I'll post some of it. No. Because, well, I am going to post it, but I'm going to be here for the entire week, so y'all going to see videos of me for the entire week. We're going to call it
robust CMS and everything you need for great
the
SEO. Design and launch all in one place. Enterprise security, 24/7 support, 99.99% uptime.
what's it
Framer
called?
is ready for your biggest ideas.
The 7 upper moons. The 7 upper moon week. Upper moon week. That's what we're going to call it. Well, until next time. Bye.